Stop scrolling. If your chicken benachin doesn't taste like this, you are doing it wrong. Let me show you the real way. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're interested, keep on watching, and without any further ado, let's get cooking. All right, my little steam, let's get started. As you can see, my chicken was already washed, clean with salt, vinegar and lime, and I took the skin out. So that's optional. If you want to leave the skin on, you want to go ahead and leave the skin on. For me, I took the skin off the chicken. Now we are going to rough our chicken. I already have a video in my channel. Now make sure you check it out. I mentioned rough versus knockers because people confuse the two. All right, rough is different from knockers. I have a video on that channel, make sure you check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and rough the chicken. All right, like I said again, you can leave the skin on if you want. For me, I took all the skin out. Now you're going to create some incision or hole inside the chicken so that you can put the seasoning in it, which I already have a video on. All right, don't mix the two. Rough and knockers is totally different, which I already have a video on it, and I explain the difference, the two difference. Okay, so after roughing the chicken, this will create more flavor in the chicken. Like every bite of the chicken, you will taste that seasoning in it. Okay, and it's very easy to make. Make sure you check that channel out and don't miss out on that. Now after seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and add my complete adobo seasoning. At this point, now you want to use any seasoning of your choice to season the chicken. I use complete adobo seasoning and more adobo complete all-purpose adobo seasoning. Now you want to go ahead and also use salt, salt, black pepper, whatever you want to season the chicken with first. I know my knockers, this is the knockers. You see the difference? The knockers and the rough is totally different. Now you have the knockers, then you have the rough, which, like I said, I already have a video on it. So today is not about that video. Today is about the benachin. So after putting some salt on the chicken or complete seasoning on the chicken, now you want to go ahead and season the chicken with the knockers. The knockers, which you can use for fish, chicken, and also meat. All right, you can also use it to cook your benachin. I already have a video on that too. Make sure you check my channel out, how to make your own homemade knockers. I have both videos, knockers and rough. Now I'm going to season it really well and put it in the fridge overnight. Now this chicken is seasoned overnight. I added a little bit of oil. This was because I thought of baking the chicken, burn it in the oven, like burn it. But then I went ahead and fried anyway. So like I said, I'm seasoning the chicken overnight. And if you don't have time, just season it for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. All right, just make sure you at least give a little time to let the chicken marinate really good. So, but if you have overnight time, I would say it's the best. So I went ahead and season it. I'm going to go ahead and cover it, keep it in the fridge for the next day. All right, if you're liking this video so far, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. And if you're not one of my followers, go ahead and subscribe and follow for more. And don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my new video. I want to thank all my old and new returning subscribers for constantly watching my video. All right, now this video is a little bit on the long side because I make a complete recipe about this benachin. Like I said again in the beginning, if your benachin doesn't taste like this, then you're doing it the wrong way. Yeah, and you're gonna see why I said that. All right, now because I'm making a sauce on the side. Okay, so keep on watching and give this video a big like. And I apologize for it being long because it's a complete recipe, and watch to the end so that you can achieve the same recipe. I explain everything step by step, and I try to make it as simple as possible. All right, when you come into my channel or watch my video, I don't make it complicated. My seasonings are simple, my explanation is simple. I don't make it complicated. My channel here is very beginner friendly, very beginner friendly. All right, you come here, you will learn a lot. And I have people telling me and sending me message, thank you so much for teaching me how to cook, you know, every part of the world, so very beginner friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and cover and put it in the fridge the next day. All right, so keep on watching. Like I said, if you don't want to miss out, you want to watch this video to the end, watch it, do not skip, just watch it to the end. All right, that's the way you're going to learn how to make recipes. But if you don't watch it to the end, then you're not gonna be able to achieve the same exact recipe and the taste. So this was the next day. I went ahead and sliced my onions, then I sliced some scotch bonnet pepper, and what you see there is garlic and some bell peppers. Then I have fresh tomato, then I have onions and garlic, and you guys gonna see everything. So like I said, this is the next day. My chicken's been already marinated really good. This was overnight. All right, this was the next day. So let's get cooking, guys. Let's get cooking. Like I said, I was gonna burn the chicken, like broil it. That's why when I was seasoning, and I add oil, but I'm going to fry every chicken. All right, so let's get started. Now my oil is already heat up. I'm going to go ahead and brown my chicken on both sides. All right, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up, and don't forget to follow for more. If you don't turn on that post notification bell, you will miss out on my videos. Okay, you will be one of the last people to know that I uploaded. So once the chicken is brown on one side, I'm going to flip it and brown it on the other side. All right, make sure your oil is hot, and make sure you also use a non-stick pot so that it will not stick. All right, this benachin was so delicious. It was so yummy. My house was smelling like heaven. Yeah, so now the chicken is brown on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. All right, and I'm going to fry the rest off camera, because mind you, the chicken was a lot. It was like about, I would say, like 9 chicken, so that would take too much time to fry one by one and show you guys. Since you guys already have the gist of what I'm doing here, I only fried 3, and I'm going to fry the rest off camera so that the video doesn't get too long or longer than it already is. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out. Give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and follow for more. So this was the finished look of the rest of the chicken that I fried. It looks so, the chicken itself alone, it's so delicious. So I'm using that same oil to cook my benachin, or to finish up the rest of the recipe. So I went ahead and scoop some of the, some people will leave that out in the pot, but I just scoop it out. So I have here scotch bonnet pepper, red onion, and white onion. All right, adjust the spice to your own liking. What you see there is just simply onion and scotch bonnet pepper all chopped up. I'm going to go ahead and brown this up a little bit. Then to that, I'm going to go ahead and add me some fresh garlic. All right, I slice in some fresh garlic. Now you have your onions and your scotch bonnet pepper. If you don't want to add any scotch bonnet pepper, you can up this part out. Just use some onions and some garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and use some cut fresh tomato. All right, this is fresh tomato. All right, now this benachin is white. That's the only tomato I'm gonna add, which is the fresh tomato. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some of my delicious homemade knuckle seasoning. That's why I said you don't want to miss out on that video, because this knuckle seasoning, it comes very handy, and you can use it in varieties of dishes. So I went ahead and add me some black pepper. Then I'm using this joka seasoning that I got from Gambia, which I don't expect everyone to have, but just use any seasoning of your choice. Then I went ahead and add jimbo. All right, I know most of you be like, stop this jimbo, it's not good for you. Yeah, I know, But like I said, if you're the type that don't eat jimbo, just simply seasoning your food with salt, or you can use pink Himalayan salt. Yes, all right. I try to go easy on the jimbo, but it's just so good. Yeah. So I went ahead and mixed everything. Now I'm going to brown it until it's brown, really, really, really good. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and brown it until it's really, really brown, until it gives that really dark color. All right, that's what you want to do. Keep browning it until it gives it that really, really, really dark color. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water, and then I'll just add like boiling water, because that's what I do when I cook. So I'm going to add enough boiling water, and I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken, and I'm also just using cabbage at this point. If you want, you can use eggplant, cabbage, all those shebang. So I went ahead and add more of that, my delicious homemade knuckle seasoning. Yet again, I'm telling you guys, make sure you check it out. All right, you want to cook this delicious flavor. But again, I don't expect everyone to have to make it. But if you really want your food to come out really good for your chicken, meat, and fish, and your delicious benachin, make use some homemade knuckle seasoning. I went ahead and add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Now I'm going to go ahead and add um, the fried chicken that I brown in the oil, so that it will loosen up a little bit, because it's on the hard side. And as you can see, I'm using that juice. We're not throwing anything away. All right, when the chicken was resting, I went ahead and add that juice that came out from it. All right, see how dark it is? That will add more color anyway. So I went ahead and add some bay leaves. This will give the benachin a really, really good flavor. All right, so I went ahead and add my cabbage. I'm keeping it simple, guys, because I'm making sauce on the side, and you don't want to miss out on that sauce. So I only add cabbage as my vegetable. Like I said, you can add eggplant, cabbage, and jacato, whatever it is that you want to add for your garnishing. And I added more knuckle seasoning, guys. This benachin was like heaven. So now let's move on to making our sauce for the benachin. So here I have sliced onions. Okay, sliced onions. Like I said, watch this video to the end. Then I have my cut bell peppers, or sweet bell peppers. All right, then I have here sliced garlic, and also scotch bonnet pepper. Adjust the spice to your own liking. Now I'm going to go ahead and add me some Dijon mustard. Yeah, Dijon mustard it is. So I'm going to add Dijon mustard, and then I'm going to go ahead and add me some jumbo cube. Yeah, so if you don't use jumbo cube, just simply use salt, or you can use any seasoning cube of your choice. All right, went ahead and add some black pepper. This is our sauce for the benachin. Then I added some little bit of white vinegar and some pink Himalayan salt. All right, you want to make sure you add some vinegar to it. This is for the benachin sauce. Yes, watch this video to the end. You guys will see exactly what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing. You, like I said earlier, if your chicken benachin doesn't taste like this, you are doing it wrong. All right, so now we're cooking our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and add me some frozen vegetables, mixed frozen vegetables to the sauce. Yeah, that vinegar to it was so delicious. If you don't want to add vinegar, you can use that I don't even know how they call it. It's like those little pickle onion that tastes so like, tangy. It's like little ball pickle onion. You can add that to it too. But I just added added a little bit of vinegar to make the onion sauce taste really tangy. So that's much to it. Our sauce for the benachin. Okay, now that's ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that aside. Yeah, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. As you can see, the oil was not too much. Now you don't want to cook this with too much oil. Now you don't want to cook this with too much oil. Okay, just a little bit oil goes a long way. All right, now let's check on our benachin. Yeah, so now the chicken is ready to come out and my cabbage is totally cooked, it's fully cooked, I'm going to go ahead and sepi it, meaning take it out and put that aside. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. If you have reached this far, if you have reached this far in this video, you have successfully, I would say successfully, made yourself a delicious home authentic delicious chicken benachin. If you have successfully watched this far, if you have watched this far, you have successfully just made you your delicious benachin. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my washed rice. Now you can steam the rice ahead of time. I did not, I was tired, but regardless, you know, I didn't steam the rice, I didn't sous-salt the rice. So I added my rice. Now you're gonna know how much water your rice take. Lots of water, lots of rice take a lot of water, some rice don't. I know how much water my rice take, so I eyeball everything. Okay, I added a little bit of water to what was already in the pot. Okay, like I said again, if you have watched this far, you have successfully just made yourself a delicious chicken benachin. So with that said, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and turn on that post notification bell so that you don't miss out in any of my delicious, simple, homemade, authentic recipe. All right, and make sure guys you check my second YouTube channel, which is Hannah's Simple Life. Now I went ahead and scooped most of the oil out off camera because the oil was too much. You guys didn't see that part when I was scooping out the oil. Now I don't want no oily benachin, okay? All right, so I scooped some of the oil out before adding the rice that was off camera. So I added foil, you know, cover the pot and cook it on a low medium heat for like 30 to 35 45 minutes, the max. Now drum roll, pum 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 pum. Let's check our benachin. Look at this, guys. You guys not gonna tell me you're not gonna try this, and I try my best to explain everything step by step. Now it's up to you to listen and watch the video to the end. If you plan on making this, I would say put my video on and watch it as I make it. I don't expect everyone to remember. Just play my video and watch it. Press play, pause, play, pause, play, pause until you get it right. If you made a mistake the first time, don't worry. Keep trying. You will be successful and you will be perfect in it. All right. I am here to teach you guys, right? So now everything is done. I'm going to plate it up for you guys. The chicken is in the front, the cabbage is on the side. Oh my goodness, guys, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up. Now this is where the sauce goes in. Now you're gonna go ahead and decorate the benachin with this delicious sauce that I made, and now I'm going to go ahead and garnish with it with some, you know, hard-boiled eggs to make it really delicious and really beautiful for you guys. Look at that, guys. Make sure you try this recipe. And that's it for this delicious chicken benachin. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as I do. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and let me know in the comment section below if you guys planning on trying it. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.